for quite some time now, I've wanted to give you an entire overview of my picture book creator's process. I independently publish on Amazon, and I have a very unique process for taking my books all the way from idea to market. And I've created my own personal acronym, which has kind of turned into the way that I mentor picture book creators. And it's an acronym called WIDFUM. WIDFUM stands for Write, Illustrate, Design, Format, Upload, and Market. Now, WIDFUM plays a couple of key roles for me. It helps to keep me organized at what stage of the process every one of my projects is in, because I typically will be working on several books at once. So one might be in the writing phase, while another one is in illustrating phase. And if you think about it, as soon as we're published, our books are always in the marketing phase. And so WIDFUM helps me to not only track and organize where I am in a project, but it also helps me to teach others how to take steps forward, to know, okay, now it's time to move to this phase. The one thing I want to mention is that each one of the sections of WIDFUM, so Write, Illustrate, Design, Format, Upload, and Market, all have a little system of their own. So I'll share and dive into the systems a little bit later, and maybe each one of them is going to require a video of their own. But for now, it's just important to know that they all have a little system that's happening inside of that phase, and they all influence one another. So they're sort of woven together. For example, I'm never really writing without thinking about how I'm going to market. I'm never really illustrating without thinking about the design. So they're all interplaying and definitely influence each other. But yet I'm able to separate them and have little sections of time where I focus on one specific aspect of WIDFUM. So let me give you a little overview of each of the letters of the acronym: Write, Illustrate, Design, Format, Upload, Market. So writing for me encompasses everything from the moment of idea to the final manuscript. So whatever you can imagine happening within those stages, it would be me writing and editing and having an editor if I, hire a freelancer. Any of that is all involved in that write phase. Okay. And I want to mention that I do have a free writing picture books class. It's going to be available. You'll see the links below. It steps you through all the basics, everything from creating memorable characters and vivid settings to how to make a great plot. It's going to step you through all the basics and gives you exercises to actually get, all the learnings into action. It's going to be really great. I'm excited about it. So check the links. But meanwhile, because I'm a hybrid for both writing and illustrating, when I'm writing, I'm always visualizing, thinking about what I'm going to illustrate and how I'm going to do this. Now, if you're going to hire a freelance illustrator for your writing, you're still going to need to have some direction and a little bit of insight for that illustrator to springboard from. So you do need to be thinking about that illustrate. As soon as I have my manuscript that's like solid, finished manuscript, I then think of myself as moving into the illustrating phase. And for me, the illustrating phase encompasses everything that would be visual pictures. So the storyboarding, the character design in the visual form, and creating each of the pages, any framing or spotlights, vignettes, embellishments, anything that would be a form of illustration is all in that eye. But while I'm in that illustration phase, I am definitely thinking about the design, okay? So as soon as I have what I'd call the illustrating and pictures done, we go into this design phase, which has already been thought about, but then you got to get to work. So in the design phase, it would be taking all of those visual pictures and designing them with a font that complements the style. And then a really big aspect of the design is that front cover. That is a huge part of the design process and also plays into the marketing. So you're going to be thinking about how to be selling and marketing that book through the whole design process. Then it moves into formatting. So in the design process, you're going to end up with files. If you're digitally publishing online, you're going to need some sort of digital file. And then in the formatting stage, you're going to end up formatting the digital files into whatever needs to be published through your choice of platform. So in my case, I published through KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, onto Amazon, and they require PDFs to upload onto their platform so that they can sell books. And so in my formatting stage of WidFum, I am taking all the files and putting it into software to create the PDFs. You can see other videos on the channel where I show that process and the software that I use. And the formatting stage can actually go pretty fast if you know what you're doing, you know your software. I find formatting can be kind of lickety split, but it is an important stage, and it is one that I have specifically set aside the intentional thought in my WidFum process, where I can gauge it and say, I am in the formatting stage of this project. And then it moves to the U of WidFum, which is upload. Upload for me also stands for publish, but I needed a vowel for a good acronym. So I call it the upload phase. For me, everything within the upload phase is where I'm getting ready to market. So you're getting everything in order to upload those files onto your choice of platform, and you're at that point also thinking about all the marketing material. So that's encompassed in that U phase for me, where I'm thinking about the marketing copy, meaning the wording that you're going to use in your description and your subtitle, on your posters, on any social media announcements that you're going to make in your newsletters. You're getting all of that ready as you're preparing to upload. Upload may also include, depending on what kind of picture book creator you are, it may also include the timing of when you get your ISBN. I do actually recommend getting it a little bit sooner in the process. You can see all of my ISBN videos here on the channel. I have lots of helpful videos. But if you haven't gotten it already, you'd be getting it now in the upload phase, because you can't upload to most platforms without the ISBN. And so all of that would be, let's call it getting buttoned up. You'd be getting organized and buttoned up during that upload phase. And then we move into the marketing, which for us picture book creators, it is the never-ending phase of marketing. If you have a book out there on any platform, selling any which way, you're going to be continuously marketing. I look at the marketing phase as, every project is a little bit different of how I approach it, but it is when my book goes live, I make the initial announcements, I send out the newsletter, I start gathering reviews, I set up a signing and some readings. I also get it into my local bookstores. While I am marketing a picture book, I might have other books in one or more of the WidFum process. I have had the privilege and honor of mentoring picture book creators through the WidFum process in one-on-one on-screen meetings. You can look for links to set up time with me where I can help you know and understand the WidFum process, all of the steps involved in each part of the acronym, but also help you get organized of where you are in your picture book, even if you're just beginning with an idea. But maybe you're partway through what I've described here in the WidFum process, and you're I just need help getting from the illustrating into the design, or from the design into the formatting. And I can help mentor you through that process. So do check out my links and all of my offerings and the writing picture book class that is coming soon, that's going to help launch your writing and teach you the skills you need. So excited about all of this that's happening here on the channel. If you've stuck with me this long listening to my WIDFM acronym. Thank you so much. I hope you have found it helpful, like clarifying all the steps that you have and that I have in this picture book creation process. Here on the channel, do all those things. Hit the subscribe, the bell, the like, the share, help the channel get seen and known. And it just really encourages us creators here on YouTube. Until next time, picture book creators, keep creating.